If you get a chance, you have to go back and watch the Lopez fight, because that was early fight of the year candidate a couple years ago. That was for the WBO super bantamweight title. It was action-packed, but it showed the heart and the grit of Rogers Mtagwa, because he just continued to fight on and press on.
You know, in any fight, man, you always want to be first, man. You always want to be the one to force the action, man.
Round number 4 scheduled for 8, super featherweight Cornelius Locke against Rogers Mtagwa. Rogers Mtagwa in the solid black trunks, Cornelius Locke in the black trunks and the white trim. And right now, Cornelius Locke trying to press the action a little bit. We saw early on around number 2, number 3, both fighters let their hands go. A little more swelling over that left eye by Rogers Mtagwa, and that's because of the damage of that right jab by Locke, who connects with a right and then a left.
And Mtagwa, he's a seasoned enough fighter to know that, you know, he got to jab his way in. I'm sure he has a jab, and he has to start using it. Unless he possesses the type of knockout power that I do. In that case, you can take those type of risks.
We mentioned some of the fights that Mtagwa has been in, and we talked a little bit about Cornelius Locke, 21-6 with 13 knockouts. Good ratio. He tags Mtagwa with a left. Now he's going downstairs, and that's it. Add another knockout to his resume. We were just talking about the wars and the power, and we were also talking about how much was left in the tank for Rogers Mtagwa. Now, I'll ask you, was that an early stoppage?
Hey, man, once the opponent turns his back, you know, he's pretty much given up the fight. So, you know, you can't turn your back on a guy. You know, if you that hurt and before you turn your back, take a knee, man. I've had a guy turn his back on me before and the ref didn't stop it. So, you know, you never know. The only one who can answer that fight is Mtagwa.
Victor Iwasaki steps in the 4th round. This one comes to a screeching halt for Cornelius Locke, improving to 22-6. Rogers Mtagwa falls to 27-16. Let's take a look at some of the action in that 4th and final round, Amir.
He hit him in his eye. I know that. And see, he's coming up with that uppercut. He hit him right in his eye, scraped him in his eye. And he couldn't see, but he's experienced enough to know that, man, take a knee. If you got hit in the eye, you can't see, take a knee. Don't turn your back.